Come on in the house, folks. Hello, hello, hello. I'm your man KTJ. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions. I am the Love Coach. They call me the Love Coach, and I'm here to shoot this shot to you guys today. Come on in the house. Today we're talking about this topic. This is a good topic. Where are all the good men? Yes. You guys are not caught up. Look, go back and check out some of the other videos. We talk about finding love. We're talking about making love. We're talking about keeping love, all of that. So you guys will enjoy that. Look, hit that subscribe button so you'll know when the next videos come out, as well as when the bell comes up, hit the bell. It'll let you know. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about it today. And I'm inviting you guys, if you're watching live, jump in the chat room. Let me know you're in the house. I'm running a little late today just because I had some problems with the computer. But the problems have been solved and we move on. That's what we do. So welcome. So much for popping in. Appreciate it. And so let's get it. Oh, you guys, I'm always a Peru talk situation conversation. A lot of things around. This topic today is one of the ones I've been seeing around. Where are all the good men? You guys hear me giving all this talk and all this information, and I'm sure somebody has said it who watches my shows. Where are all these good men that you talk about? You talk about high value men, high quality men. You talk about men who are ready for marriage, ready for life, ready for achievement. Where are they? All right. So today I'm going to let some of that juice go. I'm going to help somebody out to get in position. Now, I got another that I shot talking about, and this one asked the question, is for women to shoot their shot, essentially? Is it okay for a woman goes to a man? Is it okay for a woman to approach somebody? Okay. Now, once upon a time, you guys know, no question about it. There was not it. The answer was no. A woman shouldn't do anything when it comes to relationships with men. They should be in the position of and they should always be this and that, right? To some extent, there's some of it. But I also that if women have the right to do everything else, you got the right to vote, you got the right to work, do everything. Women have taken their life's purpose and the direction of their lives in their own hands, right? And to some extent, I believe it could be that same way when it comes to relationships. I'm not suggesting that you go man hunting, right? But I am a proponent of a woman showing up, saying hello to somebody she wants to meet. Now, whether it's going to turn into a relationship or not, I don't think that they're with going up and making a friend. Like, we put all of this emphasis and all of this spotlight on he that findeth a man, findeth a wife, finds a good thing. He hasn't found the wife. Okay. We're just talking about two people coming together, meeting. It don't matter who goes up to say hi to who, right? Because you're going up in the position of making friends, making connections. You don't know what it's going to be. And I'm telling you, most of the time, it ain't going to turn into no husband. Let's be honest. Okay? Most of the people that you meet are not going to turn into a husband. They're just going to turn into somebody you know. Maybe a friend. Maybe that person might be good for somebody else you know. So sometimes we put too much pressure on the meeting. If you see somebody today and they catch your eye and you'd like to make a connection and it's obvious that they're not paying any attention to you, go over there and say hi. Go over there and ask them a question about something that's in the area. Hey, excuse me, I see you over here at the Apples. in the grocery store at Kmart, Walmart, whatever this is, Kroger, Whole Foods. You're over here. It's next to the app. I'm looking for apple. I've tried the Pink Ladies. I've tried the Rome apples. I've tried the Granny Smiths. I want to try something new. What do you suggest? Boom. That's a conversation, right? It's not manhunting, but it is a conversation. So it's easy. It's just getting started with talking to people and being open, and you never know what might happen. So, but today we're talking about where the good men are. You got to look, in order to station with a good man, you got to kind of know where good men hang out. If a good man is going to recognize you, if he's going to know you, if he's going to meet you, there are certain places that more high quality men hang out than not. And that's what we're going to get into today. All right. I got it on a little list today. All right. Check it out. Number one. Let's get into it. Number one. And I don't know if this is necessarily in order of importance, but I'm just starting off with this. Number one, dating sites. Once upon a time, only weird people got on dating sites. Now, anybody who's meeting anybody when it comes to relationships and all of that, or just even making friends and making connections, it's all happening online. Okay. You got Plenty of Fish. You got BLK. You got, on and on and on, right? These are the places where single people are meeting. Now, some of these people are not single, but that's a whole nother show. But they're meeting online. If you are not if you're in somebody, but you're online, and you don't even have a profile on any of the sites, it might be a little more difficult to find somebody. Just because that is the place where single people are going and meeting and making connections and making friends. Okay. So get your profile together. Look, I'm encouraging you, if ladies that's watching this, don't put your risque pictures up, with your halter top and your, the whole butt shot with your little shorts on. Just understand you're sending a message. Okay. And the person who comes after you will be somebody who has caught your signal. Okay. So if you want a certain kind of man, you have to position yourself in a certain kind of way. If you position yourself like, I'm ready for some intimate encounters, guess what? You're going to get that. Will it turn into love? Probably not. But you got what you got. Okay. So I could do a whole talk, and I may just do one on online profiles, like what to do, what not to do. But that's for another day as well. All right. So you got to get on this site. You got to be out there to be found. I got some friends who met on Black People Meet, and they ended up getting married, ended up finding love, ended up having a family, and they got two, 3 kids and a dog. Like they got the white picket fence and everything with a 2.5 kids and a dog. And they both met online. They actually lived near each other and never knew each other. It's amazing how that happens. And so it works. I had a couple on one of my shows not long ago. They were an older couple. My man got on, saw a young lady he liked, sent her a message. They started talking. They got off the app immediately, started dating, and ended up getting married. People who are actually getting married and finding long-term real love and real situations on dating sites. So for you guys who are kind of been against it, don't be so fast. That might be your opportunity. All right. Number 2, and one of my girl, I gave her this one, and I'll give this one again, you guys. I encouraged her. She asked me, where should I find a good high quality man? Where do I find high quality men? One of the places that you find high quality men, you ladies, check this out. You find high quality men doing volunteerism. Yeah, doing volunteerism. High quality men who are doing volunteer. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not telling you that they're working off their jail sentence doing community service. I'm talking about volunteerism, right? If you go and join the Habitat for Humanity, right? You're going to go there. You're going to learn how to paint. You're going to learn how, and this is a great place to be anyway for what you learn. You're going to learn some electrical. You can learn plumbing. You can learn everything that has to do with a house. Pouring a floor, like of it, building walls, putting up sheetrock. You can learn all of it, right? And Habitat for Humanity, the idea is to help someone who is less fortunate to be able to help build their own house. They even join in and help build up their own house. And you get in and help. A man who is giving his time and decides to give of himself, his time and his efforts, is good quality man. Good candidate for you, right? But these guys are only going to hang out in certain places. This is a place. Okay, this is an activity that a certain kind of man does that another kind of man does not do. Y'all getting me? There are certain kind of activities that certain men do and certain activities that men do. Men who are pretty much all about themselves and about their flashy car, about their, flashy jewelry and how many women they can get. They're not showing up at the volunteerism activity, right? They're not showing up down at the homeless shelter and clothing. They're not young boys how to dress up and wear ties and all that sort of thing. They're not doing that. Okay, there's a certain kind of man that does do that. All right. Number 3, and this was that. The coffee shops and happy hour. Now, coffee shops, if there's a coffee shop near you, I go to this one coffee shop, Panera, right? And I'm telling you, I meet some of the most interesting people, and I meet a lot of authors there. I meet speakers, I meet authors, I meet people who are building their own business. There's a lot of people who are in the coffee shops who are there because they work from home and they got to get out of the house in order to get some peace and just to be around people. There's something about your mind, that keeps the engine going, and you don't get caught up on, I need to take that trash out. Oh, I think I'll sweep the floor. Put a load of clothes in the dryer, like all those things. Okay. Putting all those things out there. None of that happens when you're at the coffee shop. When you're at the coffee shop, you got your work and you got people. Now you can get distracted for a minute if you want, but people are there, right? And people are there who are working on something. Listen to this. If you want to connect to quality people, connect with people who are working on something. All right, you got that? People who are working on something. All right. So that's something. And the happy hour is just people who just all right. Sometimes it's good. A lot of people don't want to go straight home after work, so they might go hang out at the happy hour. They might want to have a drink, might want to have some coffee and just community, right? A lot of people, and this is before the pandemic, a lot of people just would not come out their house. Now people really ain't coming out. Okay, so there is some little distance in that. There's some differences in that. But consider at least finding a high quality social area where you can go, where you can meet good quality people. Right? All right, here's another one. Business clubs and classes. This can be done online, right? There are clubs that are meeting online. Classes, right? When you take an online class, you're in class with people. You might get to know the people that you're in the classes with. I remember when I was in my grad school classes, I was there, and we were all in the same subject, right? Going toward the same degree. So we were going to be together for about 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. We were going to be together. So that was an opportunity for us to get to know each other, right? And I want you guys constant vein through all of this. The constant vein is meeting people and making friends. Some people want to find a husband, but they don't want to find a friend. Some people want to find a wife, but they don't want to find a friend, right? So it's just like what they say in sales. People buy from people that they know, like, and trust, right? People hook up with people that they know, like, and trust. Be item. People become exclusive to somebody that they know, like, and people get married to people that they know, like, and trust, right? So how are you going to get to that know, like, and trust thing if you never go outside? If you never advance to be around people? Now, I know right now it's very tough to be in person around people, but extend yourself. Look, you can go on Facebook and join a community that is with people that you wouldn't necessarily be connected to. Maybe something you're interested in, and there's a community for everything. I have a multi my keyboard, right? There's a keyboard community for this kind of keyboard. There's a group for this kind of people. So it wouldn't hurt to join. You could find interest in, remotely interested in, and make friends. Go in the make friends, drop in the DMs and say hello, and you'd be amazed as to what happens. All right. Number 5, and the 5th one here is religious events. Yes, I know, like, not a lot of people are not going to church right now or going to religious activities right now, but they are notorious for like a certain kind of person. Look, and you guys can add to this list because it's a place where a certain kind of person hangs out. Okay. People used to say you go to church to find a good husband, and then people said, no, go to church to find no good husband. They all dogs, right? Which is not true. Because there's something about us and who shows up on Sunday morning. Even the men who may not be perfect, his desire to be there. And y'all know there's a lot of men they're not going nowhere on Sunday morning, and they don't care who's asking for. They don't care, right? So a certain kind of man shows up on Sunday morning. A certain kind of man shows up at Tuesday night Bible study, Wednesday night Bible study, right? Certain kind of guy. A few months ago, she stood up and answered one of the questions in Bible study, Wednesday night Bible study. And when she stood up, there's a guy across the room, took notice of her. And he said he heard the Lord speak to his heart and say, that's your wife. Now, he was recently divorced, so he got into a good argument with the Lord over this. But eventually he came to Bible study again, and she stood up and answered another question. And he was like, let me go over there and just talk to this lady, see what's up. Boom, boom, bow. They can become an item. They get married, and now they've been married for like 20 years. Certain kinds of men show up in certain kinds of places. Certain kinds of other men do not show up in these other places. These places generally they don't go back and forth. All right. I'm not saying that you gotta, just depends on what kind of man you're looking for. If you're looking for a man who's, not really serious about relationships, there's a certain place for that guy. And I'm not casting disparaging words on that guy, right? Because some people are just not. Some people just need friends. They don't need a long-term relationship. If you just got divorced, need some friends. Some people that feel your friendship need another long-term relationship right away, because you got to reset, figure out why the last one didn't work, figure out who you are, figure out what you are and what you want now. That takes time. Can't be rushed. Can't be rushed. Let me jump over here to the comments. Let me see what y'all got to say. Yes, Stephanie said, she said, you got to get out the house. Absolutely. Look, the only person that's coming to the house is DoorDash, Uber Eats, the mailman, Amazon man. And they dropping and going. They ain't got no time for no long conversation. What's your name? What's your phone number? what's your sign? They don't have time for that. They dropping and going. All right. So a lot of this, if you want to meet somebody in person, you're going to have to get out of your house. There are some safe ways, like, to go out with your mask, but just be open to meet people. LV, what's going on, lady? Thank you so much for joining us. She said true. She's feeling it. Yes, it's true, you guys. So I believe that there is somebody for you. I believe that there's somebody special for you. I believe that there's a top for every pot. I believe that you were created to love and to be loved. There's never been a greater time that you can meet anybody than today. You see somebody online and it don't matter what they're doing. It don't matter if they're up there presenting, right? When they drop their email, shoot them an email and say, hey, really enjoyed your talk. I'd like to get to know you. How can we get to know each other a little better? Whatever. They can tell you right then and there what the deal is. And if they say no, okay, moving right along. Nothing changed with the no. All right. LV, she said, ooh, the guy across the room. She said, your environment and the company you keep gives insight to your character. Ooh, you become who you hang around. It's just a matter of time. As a man thinketh, so is he. You become who you hang around. Environment matters. It absolutely matters. I love that. Yes, it gives insight to character. It's the truth. Listen, people who go out, turn up, and get drunk every weekend, they don't hang around people who don't, in general. People who smoke, people get high, they hang around other people who get high. People who don't do those things hang out with people who do. Okay? People who gotta have a good urine for their job, they are not willing to jeopardize it for the sake of some friends. Not doing it. Right? You become who you hang around. And so cultivate the right kind of environment for where you're going. You got to cultivate it. Look, in these times, you got to go find the people that you want to, and there's no easier way to do it. No easier time to do it. Go find the people that you want to be like. right? If your money's at $2,000 a month, and there's somebody who you find is at $10,000 a month, maybe that might be a better person to hang around. Somebody who's got $20,000 a month in income, right? They might be a good person to hang around. You know, if you find somebody that's a millionaire, they have a different way of thinking. And if you can't hang around them, they have many great people have left a legacy. I don't see mine right now. Nope, I don't see mine. It's in the book. They've written a book, and you can follow their works and follow who they are. You might be in a place, I don't know who's going to watch this, but you might be in a place where you can't find anybody positive, right? Or anybody who positively is going in the direction you're going in. Maybe you need to go to the bookstore. Maybe you need to hop on Amazon and order the books of the people who you can look up to, who can mentor you through their books, who you can follow their instructions through their books. All right. So that's a thought for you, because I know sometimes there are certain negative people you can't get around. You can't get from around. Like in your house, you might have to just deal with him. If that negative person is your mama, you know, getting away from her ain't that easy. So you have to condition your own mind to think about the things you want to think about and go in the direction that you want to go in. And you have to do that if you want to meet good men, because good men are looking for positive people, looking for people that you can work with, you can talk to, a person that is your back, a person who is working on themselves, got a therapist and all that good stuff. Maybe you need a love coach, right? A person that's working on themselves. Man, it's amazing what happens and what they find from that process. So you guys, I'm telling you, good men are out there. Don't listen to these things that say good men are not out there. If you're listening to me, I'm going to give you the scoop and the juice and the shortcut on finding. So keep watching the videos. Share this video with somebody who you know needs to hear it. And maybe they also will find something special, find value in this message, and find something special for their lives. All right. Hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell. You guys, anything, hit that thumbs up button before you go. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Love. Bye.